first video that I'm making for my YouTube channel. I've been streaming for a couple months now over on Twitch, so you can catch me at Buzz the Noob. Twitch.tv/BuzzTheNoob. So go ahead and check me out there. Stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Had to think about that. And yeah, good times to be had by all. Today, we're here to talk about Shadowlands Alpha and the gameplay changes that are going to be coming with tanks. Now, so we're going to go through all the tank changes. We're going to go through their baseline ability changes and their spec-specific changes, obviously. And then anything that we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about where I think they're going to be comes Shadowlands Alpha. And we're just going to discuss it and see what we think. Obviously, everything's in flux. Everything's in alpha. And most of this is subject to thanks to Wowhead. So as you can see Wowhead on the screen, I'm going to leave that link below for you guys to check out. So let's go ahead and get right on into this. So first thing is, first class is going to be our Blood Death Knights. So old Death Knights, they're going to get Death and Decay, they're going to get Anti-Magic Zone, they're going to get Lichborn, they're going to get Raised Dead, and they're going to get Chains of Ice. They're also going to get a new ability called Sacrificial Pact. And this pact sacrifices one of their undead minions, siphoning their health and causing that minion to explode and deal damage to nearby enemies. Okay. Blood is also going to get Rune Tap is now going to be baseline. It's no longer a talent, which that's good. Blood Tap, that's going to allow the Death Knight to consume a essence from slain enemies to generate one rune and is repeatable whenever a Bone Shield charge is used. So when your Bone Shield charges are going to speed up the cooldown of this ability is what it's going to do. Relish in Blood will significantly heal Death Knights for each active Bone Shield charge and grant 5 runic power when Death and Decay is cast while Crimson Scourge is active. All told, this all seems like it's really good for Blood Death Knights. I think it's going to be good. I do like Rune Tap being no longer a talent. I like the gameplay with Rune Tap, a little bit of that healing that comes on with that. So I did like that, but it was just a shame the talent row it was in just made it not real usable. So all in all, seems good. We're going to have to check it out with the values and everything. I know the alpha's out and the values are out there, but until we really get going and really get gear, we can't tell 100%, but it seems good. I like it. I like where it's at. Demon Hunters. So across the board, Demon Hunters now both have Immolation, no change for us, and then our resource got changed to Fury as opposed to Pain. Yeah, who cares? Vengeance Demon Hunters. We're now... Fell Devastation is now baseline. Thank you. I really like that. Demonic is now a talent. It just comes from the Havoc tree. And that just allows us to go into our meta form after we're using Fell Devastation. So, has a chance to do that. There's a new talent. These are all talents, by the way. There's a new talent called Bulk Extraction, which is going to rip some soul fragments from up to 5 enemies around the Demon Hunter and consumes them. And then Ruinous Bulwark, which is going to increase the healing of Fell Devastation and converts overhealing into an absorption shield that lasts for time. Yeah, again, I don't have that kind of information in front of me. So, all in all, I think that's really good. The baseline changes, who cares? It doesn't... Pain, Fury, it doesn't really matter, right? Fell Devastation being baseline. I think that's great. I like the playstyle of Fell Devastation. And then the way the 2 of these 3 new talents play into that, I really think they're pushing us all towards a Fell Devastation type playstyle as opposed to Spirit Bomb. So that's what it looks like to me. Because when you've got 2 of 3 new talents and they're both focusing on that Fell Devastation, they really want you to be doing that. So we're going to see how that plays out. I want to see the math on that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting with Fell Devastation being a baseline ability as opposed to a talent. What's going to be in that row with Spirit Bomb to keep us from wanting to take that as well. Because Fell Devastation, I don't think... I'd have to pull it up. But I don't think it actually took any soul fragments. So we could still Fell Devastate, take another hit or two, and then Soul Bomb right away while Fell Devastation's on cooldown. Maybe that's what we're supposed to be doing. We'll see. It'd be fun to get in there and tank. Druids. So, Druids, everybody's getting Ferocious Bite, Bark Skin, Cyclone, Stampeding Roar, and Iron Fur. So, lottie-dottie, all Druids have access to all that stuff. Also, a new talent card called Heart of the Wild, which is going to provide an option for Druids who want to use off-roll abilities during combat. I'm really curious, and I really want to see more on that. Because I'd really like to see Cat Weaving come back, because really needs to do something to make the Guardian Druid playstyle more fun. Now, they're good tanks, but they're just, to me, they're boring. I don't like the playstyle. Maybe this will make it better. We'll see. As soon as I can get in there, I'm going to get in and find out. Guardian has got a new ability called Berserk, which is going to reduce the cooldown of Mangle, Thrash, Growl, Frenzied Regen, and also half the cost of Iron Fur. That's bloody awesome. All of that's awesome. You know, anything we can do to get more Frenzied Regens, more Iron Furs, that's all good. Everything about that's good. So I wonder how long that cooldown's going to be on that. Is that going to be... That's got to be like a... It's got to at least be 5 minutes, right? Renewal is a talent, which returns, instantly healing the Guardian Druid for a fair bit of our maximum health. Okay. So that'll give us another heal, Frenzied Regen, and a Renewal if that's the mathematical one to take. But who knows? We'll see. Looks good. Again, looks good. I'm happy with every change I've seen. There's nothing that I've gone, oh, really? Why are you doing that? So, yeah, actually happy. I wish they'd change the global cooldown on Word of Glory. Yep, I said it. We'll get to Paladins. Next one's Monks. So, for our Monks, all monks get the baseline: Expel Harm, Fortifying Brew, Spinning Crane Kick, and Touch of Death. Also, Celestial. So all three specializations will be able to summon our Celestial to the battlefield. So the White Tiger, the Black Ox, or the Jade Serpent, which were all talents previously. They just moved them all baseline, which that's kind of nice. Brewmasters. Biggest change: choose between one-handed and two-handed weapons. Not really. It's not the biggest change, but it's there, I guess. If you were like really upset about that, I'm not going to lie. I kind of like being limited on weapons choice sometimes because it's just one less thing I have to think too hard about. Shuffle. Shuffle increases the amount of physical damage that's staggered when the monk uses one of several abilities, including Blackout Kick, Keg Smash, and Spinning Crane Kick. Spinning Crane Kick. Oh, I love these. The Shuffle's just coming back. It was in there in Mist and Warlords, and it went away. Yeah, it went away in Legion, right? So, but it's back. Celestial Brew absorbs damage based on the Imbiber's attack power. Clash is coming back. So you, as a monk, and your target, you target your target, and you clash, and at the center, you hit and you root them. You root them in place for a short period of time. So that's going to be interesting. I wonder if that's going to work in PvP, just because you're actually physically... I mean, I get Death Grip works, and it's kind of like that, except for you're meeting halfway. So, kind of a really poor man's Death Grip. Celestial Flames. This is a talent. It's going... Drinking Brews has a moderate chance to grant Celestial Flames, which slightly increase Breath of Fire's damage reduction and spreads its periodic damage effect to targets struck with Spinning Crane Kick. Okay. Celestial Flames. Depends on the slight damage reduction, okay? This could be really, really good. Depend if this is a 2%, If it's like 5%, okay, that's a really much better, you know. We'll see. Exploding Keg, which is a talent, is going to immolate enemies on impact and blinding them for a brief period of time. So another quick little stun. The Black Ox baseline Also, the Ox will deal additional damage based on staggered damage purified. And yes, I am purposely not saying the Celestial's name because I'm going to butcher it, and I don't want to, and deal with it. Touch of Death will also instantly kill any creatures with less health than the monk, and also clear the remaining staggered damage. So I don't know what the cooldown is going to be. What was it before? Was it 5 minutes, 6 minutes? It was a pretty long cooldown. But as a Brewmaster, that's a really powerful ability. All in all, I think... I mean, because Brewmaster needed to be better, right? I mean, let's just be real honest. They've been gods for the entire expansion. I don't, right now, depending on values of everything, but just looking at it, I don't see that changing. I see Monk being the premier raid tank again. I don't know. It's all going to be on values and getting in there and playing with them. So, Paladins. Oh, did Paladins get a whole bunch of stuff turned back baseline, which is nice because our toolkit baseline was garbage. You know, it's really because I main a Paladin, so that's my main thing. So I've jumped over into Ret for a little bit. I jump over into Holy every now and again. I don't do it a whole lot, but this one I know the most about because I've mained it since Wrath. And baseline, you just really feel like you're going from 3 different classes because so many of the stuff that should be universal isn't. But they bring in a lot of it back. They're and it seems like it's just going to be a lot better. Not that I have any problem with Paladins as it is. I just think it's going to be nice to have this all together. And this is just going to make... I don't know if it's going to be a lot better, but it's going to be... It's going to feel better, at least. It's going to have more quality of life to go with it. And I think that's going to be a good thing. Because Paladins are in a good spot. We've been middle of the road the entire expansion. Like, we were... You know, for raids... needed to bring in a third tank, and that was always a prop paladin for a couple fights. Lady Ashvane in particular was a good example of that. And as far as Mythic Plus, we were like generally the number 1 or number 2 or the number 2 tank that you'd want in a Mythic Plus environment. You just generally want Brewmaster or Warrior, but it's just because of some of the utilities they bring. So Paladin was in a good place beforehand. Well, let's go into what we're getting, right? So all Paladin specs are receiving the following abilities. So everybody's going to get Blessing of Sacrifice. Hammer of Wrath is back. Thank you. Sense Undead. Who cares? Shield of the Righteous. We already had it. Turn Evil. I got this confused with Exorcism myself the other day. I was really excited, but yeah, okay. It's Turn Evil. It's niche. It'll be fun. And Word of Glory. Okay? Just to clarify, Word of Glory is replacing Light of the Protector, so we will no longer have Light of the Protector, so we won't have both. So that's kind of a replacement as opposed to an addition to what we have, but that's fine. Holy Power is back for all specializations, so generators are going to be Crusader Strike, Hammer of Wrath, Avenging Shield will be a generator. Spenders, Word of Glory, Shield of the Righteous. Auras are coming back. We're going to have Consecration, Crusader, Devotion, and a really badly redesigned Retribution aura. If you can, and you're in the alpha and for some reason watching this, go ahead and put that out there. That needs to be reworked. I'm sorry. There's some clever gameplay you could use for it, but the fact that the aura is only good when somebody in your party is dying or dead, no, man. That aura is going to be useless still. It's been useless for 2 expansions. Do something. Besides that, I like the fact we're getting all the other ones back. Diva Aura, it's going to be great for us as prots. Divine Purpose, now available to all specializations. Holy Avenger, now for all specializations. Seraphim. That one's for everybody too. So those should all be fairly familiar to you. The only new thing Prot is getting outside of all the returning stuff or congealing stuff to just being a paladin, is we're getting a new passive called Shining Light. And so our critical hits with Judgment can make your next word of glory free. So the way it's worded makes it sound like every time it does that your word of glory will be free. I can't imagine that's the case. It's got to be a percentage chance. So that sounds like your critical hits. That sounds like crit strike will be more important to us than it is right now. So once the number crunchers and theory crafters get going, it'll be fun to see what they're coming up with and how we should be reworking our stuff. What our best traits are and everything. All in all, again, I'm still really happy. Obviously, I don't like the Retribution aura, but that's neither here nor there. Somebody, I mean, I don't know. You may like it. Warrior. Let's move on. Shall we move on to Warrior? Last one. This isn't too bad. We're going to be at about 20 minutes, guys. So Warrior, all specs are going to receive Challenging Shout, Execute, Hamstring, Ignore Pain, Intervene, Shield Block, Shield Slam, Spell Reflection, and Whirlwind. So, obviously you're not getting all 10 of those. However, nobody has all 10 of those as one spec. So, let's see, as Prot, we're getting Execute, Hamstring. We have Ignore Pain, we have Intervene, we have Shield Block, we have Shield Slam, we have Slam, we're getting Slam, and Whirlwind. I don't remember, we have so many shouts, and I haven't played my Warrior in a while. So we're getting 5. That's not bad. 5 new abilities, plus the other things they've got down here for us. Shattering Throw is also baseline for everybody, so there's another one, it's the Bubble Burster from way back in the day. I think they got rid of this in, was it Warlords? No. This was like Wrath that's got rid of. This has been gone longer than I've been playing the game. So not only is it going to break the bubble, but it's also going to deal damage to whoever was in the bubble as well. So that's good. Also, 2 new baseline talents will be Double Time and War Machine. Then let's scroll down here to Protection Paladin. Protection Warriors. Best Served Cold is a talent that's being reimagined. It's already a talent for us, but they're just reworking it. So it's going to increase the damage of Revenge, and that is going to be boosted whenever we dodge or parry and we get Revenge proc. So that's good. All around, just good. Menace. Again, this is just another redesign. Intimidating Shout causes all enemies to cower in fear for a substantial amount of time, knocking back all targets except the primary one. Indomitable. Another talent that's been redesigned. Passively increases maximum health by a moderate amount, and spinning rage heals while the ability is active. I really like how they did that part. Just that last part. That's a redesign on that, right? But it gives us a more thought through heal. It gives us a heal that's more consistent. There's the word I was looking for. Because right now we've got if we kill him, we can do it, but we have to be the one to do the killing blow, and so when do we actually do that as a tank? So we don't have a heal that's real consistent. So that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. Never Surrender. Again, another redesign. Increases Ignore Pain depending on the amount of missing health. So that's going to be good too. So Ignore Pain is going to be kind of like the Protection Paladin Light of Protector. If you played that, you've done that, you actually want to fall down a little bit in health. You don't want to use it, I'm at 90% health, because then it's only going to heal you to up to like 92% or something stupid like that. But if you're at 50, it's going to bring you back up to 75. So this is going to do the same thing. You actually want to be down 50-60% before you use an Ignore Pain to make that bubble a little bit bigger. So I like that. I like that play style. I think it's fun. It makes a lot of sense with a sword and board type one, and you see how both the prot Paladin and the prot warrior are doing it, because that's still true for Word of Glory. So all in all, I think all the changes are great. I honestly still see right now monks being the go-to. I could be wrong. It's happened. Won't be the first, won't be the last. But I do think that's going to be the case. I want to thank you guys for coming to my first video. Well, kind of a restart of the channel, but that's okay. I thank you guys for coming to this. I'm going to call this my first video, regardless. And I am going to try to put out as many videos as I can. I do have a full-time job, so I'm going to be doing that. And obviously with Alpha, there's so much content. And I don't want to just rehash what everybody else does. Okay? I want to talk about just tanking stuff. So that's what we're going to focus on. That's what we're going to talk about. Please, guys, if you have any questions or anything, or what you think about what's going to happen with some of these abilities, go ahead and throw it down in a comment down below. Again, like, subscribe. Let me know, and go ahead and follow me over on Twitch. I'll be there. I'm very talkative to my community when they're on. It's been kind of a small one, so you can come join up and be early in on that. So again, thanks. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Stay safe, and yeah.